Mataram, Vande Mataram, 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 Vande Mataram, 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 Vande Mataram.
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की
जय.
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम.
Thank you everyone. What a sad day. जो वाकया इन दरिंदों ने जिस रीत से वाकया किया है, ये हमारे सब के लिए शर्म से सिर झुक जाता है. बोलना भी कभी कभी मुश्किल हो जाता है. ऐसी दरिंदों ने ऐसी हरकत की है. मालूम नहीं कितने साल ये लोग करते रहेंगे. मालूम नहीं कब अपने मोदी साहब जागेंगे और इनको सच्चे अपना देश प्रेम दिखाएंगे. ये वक्त आ गया है और ये बहुत ज़रूरी है ये करना, क्योंकि और कितना हिंदू ब्लड रक्त ये लोग बहाएंगे. धर्म के नाम पे ये जो चल रहा है, हम कितने दिन हमारे देश में सहन करेंगे. ये रुकना ज़रूरी है. आप लोग सब आए, आपका देश का प्रेम ये बताता है कि आप सब लोगों को इसका शॉक हुआ है, सबको हुआ है. मुझे मालूम है बहुत लोग हैं, मुझे बहुत रिक्वेस्ट आई है कि और एक दो बार करेंगे, क्योंकि गांव में नहीं है, स्केड्यूल नहीं है. बट दिस इज़ वेरी सैड एंड फैमिलीज they lost their loved ones, newly married lost their husband. So many people, even a navy person also died. This is very sad. We couldn't give the securities also, but that is a part. I'm sure they are capable of handling this. But only request is that this should be done very fast. Again, we will
Look at this support. Look at this crowd. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. What happened in Kashmir, India, in Pahalgam is extremely unfortunate. You know, these terrorists have asked each one of them their religion and killed each one of them. I don't know if there's any worse human beings than that. And you know, in Modiji's words, we have to chase them to the ends of the earth, and we have to eradicate this once for all. Not only the people who are perpetrating this terrorism, but also their backers. Like Manoj Bhai said, on that day, someone lost their husband, someone lost their son, someone lost their brother. And I was watching a video of a father, you know, putting those ashes in the Ganga river of the son. I mean, there cannot be anything more brutality for a father to outlive their son. So it's extremely unfortunate that this has happened, and it's across the India, because if you look at the tourists, a Kannadiga died, an Odia died, a Telugu person died, a Marathi person died. It's across the India. It's impacted across the India. And again, thank you each one of you for coming here.
Yeah, we are demanding so much from Modi ji, but there is something we can also do. Living here, we can have the grocery stores at least don't sell the halal products. The economy, they earn from us and they feed into the making of the terrorists. And it's a humble request from me, for whichever grocery store you are going to, please let them know that halal is total no-no for us. Total no-no, and don't sell Pakistani products. We will not support to anyone. Yes, right. No halal products at any cost, and don't buy those. But हमें grocery stores को भी बताना होगा, for a profit of few dollars, what they are doing. पूरा है halal economy का पैसा terrorist बनाने में जाता है.
Who we are. We are Indians. It does not matter whether we come from the north, south, east or west. We are Indians. What they have done is the most heinous of all crimes. Kashmir was doing very well with tourism. The economy was doing fantastic. People were very happy. Many of my relatives went there about 3 weeks back. They came back and told me that it was very nice there. and these guys came and killed tourists. They killed innocent people. One came from Kerala, where I was born. I am a Tamilian born in Kerala. He was killed in front of his daughter. So they left the daughter go because they wanted the daughter to tell people what happened. They asked him, "Are you a Hindu?" They shot him and killed him right in front of his daughter. And the poor children she had with them ran. And of course, the rest of the Kashmiris helped them. But these are terrorists who have no compassion for anybody. So that is what happened there, and I was in India when this happened. I had been to Andhra, and I was coming back to Madras to Chennai when this happened, and I could not believe that these people have done this to us. Now it is very clear who is behind them. Finding these 3 or 4, of course in WhatsApp they say that they have been killed, but I don't know whether that is the truth or not. But finding these people, the terrorists, is not enough. We need to find the backers and take decisive action. And I am sure Modi ji and the Home Minister will have something to do with that.
Together, we have to show our solidarity. Although we are far away, but this is the strength of solidarity we can show. Let us pray for the all departed soul. We'll observe a minute silence.
Jai Hind. Thank you everyone for coming here. I just wanted to make one more point here. I don't want to belabor the same things that everyone said. The lady from Kerala clearly said one thing that kind of hit me inside really well. They asked her in a few words something that said Kalima. Kalima is a Muslim prayer, which I did not know. I had to Google. So she had no idea what Kalima was. So as soon as she heard the word Kalima, she didn't know that. So she said, "Hum samjha nahi." As soon as they heard that, "Hum samjha nahi," they killed her dad. Because they knew that she is not Muslim. Because a Muslim knows that prayer. So do not mistake that this was just a random act. It was directed towards Hindus. Absolutely true. Otherwise, why would have they asked that question? Another guy, a professor I believe from Bengal, if I may be wrong on that, Assam, he could recite the Kalima and they let him go. So why was that? So obviously they are radicalized and they're directing it at us. And we should not, like somebody said, turn the other cheek. We have to fight. And fight we will. Jai Hind.
So I am a Kashmiri Pandit, Kashmiri Hindu, and there are many of my fellow Kashmiris here. As most of you know, we have been dealing with this forever. You're seeing this movie here that I'm wearing, the Kashmir Files, that tells the exact story of what actually happened with my mother, my father, my friend's mother, my friend's father. So this is so encouraging to see that everyone is here. It's unfortunate what has happened. Somebody said Indians. I actually want to echo what somebody said right here before me. It's not only Indians. It's specifically, and always has been Hindus. So we are in Hindu temple here. As Hindus, everyone here, we should use our passion and do everything that everyone said. Go to the capital, raise the awareness, tell each other Hindu friends who are not here, that this is happening, this is real, and this is happening at mass scale for all Hindus across the world, but certainly in Kashmir. Thank you.
I have one thing to say. Just because they shot us, we won't be stopped. We are going to go there. Then if we stop going there, if we are afraid, they win. That is the only way we can stop it.
Yes. And stop buying Pakistani products, stop watching Pakistani drama. Everything, boycott anything from Pakistan.
And somebody said about international media, absolutely right. And the House Foreign Affairs Committee has called out New York Times.
Yeah.
And they actually fixed their headline. And a lot of that is known. like CNN, yeah, all this, all this.
These were not the gunmen, these were militants.
Terrorists. These are Islamic terrorists. Let's call spade a spade.
Hindus in Kashmir. So if you can send an email, look at
Running today, and as everybody said that, you know, we are going to do multiple times this one, and we are going to, it's the decision we took yesterday itself. We got almost 200 people today, and we are going to give the representation to the elected officials. As everybody said, we are going to do a big way in maybe next weekend, and we are going to join in Capitol building and do big way and show our voice to the elected officials. Thank you all for joining once again. Thank you. And at least we got one elected official from Morrisville, Steve Rao. Thank you, Steve Rao, for joining, and you can give it.
My notes real quick. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I'm Councilmember Steve Rao, candidate for Wake County Commissioner, and I wanted today to extend my deepest condolences to the victims of the horrific attacks in Kashmir, which took the lives of many innocent people. Today we remember them and our heart goes out to them. There is no place in our world for terrorism. We must continue as a community, regardless of where in the world we come from or where we live, that we stand up to extremism in all forms. As we grieve for the people of Kashmir in this travesty, we stand in solidarity with those leaders every day who promote peace and justice and security. I personally, as a brother of all of you, want to thank our Indian American leaders in diaspora who have gathered here today to share in the pain and sorrow that we feel and anger. But the word I would have to describe our community, that I always have to describe our Indian community, is the word of resilience. We don't just show up, we step up. We stand up when we see things are wrong. And I'm honored to stand with each and every one of my brothers and sisters today to speak against terrorism. I ask, as I close my remarks, that we do what we can to take action, to talk to our elected officials at the congressional level, at the presidential level, at the United States Senate level, the legislature level, our governor, all across the state, our city councils and commissioners, that we have to come together to condone this kind of hatred. And if we all work together, we can one day live in a world, as President John F. Kennedy said, whose vision sent man to the moon in the 1960s, that we need to fight for peace, not only for all time, but for all time. And that is the goal at the end of the day for all of us and for our generation and future generations. I want to thank Raju and the leaders, all of you who are here, for standing up and for stepping up and for showing up. And long live freedom and long live peace and long live unity and solidarity. And I'll do everything I can to help support that with each and every one of you. God bless each of you. Thank you so much. And let us continue to pray, because we need to pray more. Thank you.